Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I did this pretty old look. It's gonna be my holiday work look because I am going to work later on today, but it's very subtle, not too much, but still a little glam. And a little red lip, you guys. Oh my god, I did a red lip. Ooh, but I'm super excited. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Like and subscribe down below, as well as comment. We'd love to hear your comments. I know my sister hasn't done a video in a long time, neither have I, but we still love to see what you guys have to say about our videos and the products that we use. And by the way, all the products that I am going to be using are down below as well in the description box. So hopefully you guys enjoy. So keep on watching and let's get on with the video. Alright guys, so I already primed my eyes with this beautiful Focus Wet n Wild eye primer right here. I got it from the drugstore. That thing is like $3.99 I believe, or something like that. And now I'm gonna use, of course you guys already know, to put it as, because it's a little tacky, so I don't want it to get too caught with the other eyeshadow. So we're just gonna top coat it with Natural Peaches from the Swamp Queen palette. And you guys already know this part, so I'm gonna skip this, and you guys coat it with something that's closest to your eye color, and like kind of bring it. I didn't bring it to my brow bone area. I just left it right up towards the crease area, so that's where I want most of the color anyway to be, because I want to again leave that. Like if I would have the concealer up there, yeah, that would be different. I would have been using Natural Peaches all the way to my brow bone, but since we didn't put anything up there, I'm just leaving it right in the crease area. So you do the same and we'll be right back. Okay, now I'm a little embarrassed because I 9 times out of 10 keep all my palettes nice and clean. I had this forever and it's still clean. But my Juvia's face palettes, I use them a lot, so bear with me. But yes, this I'm going to be using the Saharan palettes. By the way, they have a few new palettes. I haven't gotten a chance to buy them, and I'm gonna get them because I already have the first 4, so I need the other, to go with it. So again, it's been well loved, well used, but I'm gonna jump into Katsina. Am I saying that right? Katsina, and then Jamila también on a really, really fluffy brush. This is like kind of like so that I can just like air it out, like kind of like airbrush it in my crease. And this is also from Wet n Wild. As you can see, I really love Wet n Wild. Like when I first started, all I used was like Wet n Wild brushes and products. It's one of my favorites. It's always in the first hauls. If you guys know us from our hauls, our very first hauls, we did a drugstore, or no, it was Dollar Tree. And I love, 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 love Wet n Wild. So, like, every time we went to Dollar Tree, that's basically all I had gotten. I'm on the other side. But anyway, yes. So, you're just going to basically airbrush this color into your crease. So, this is going to be our transition shade, guys. The reason why I'm mixing them both is because they're, like, one is more of a cool tone, while this beautiful Jamila color, the red one, like a reddish orangey color going on over here, it's more of a warm tone. So it's kind of like I'm getting best of both worlds, and they blend so easily because I usually put Katsina first and then Jamila, but recently me adding them both together just makes it come up really beautiful. So, and it comes out really, really lightly versus it coming on really strong when I put Jamila by itself, because Jamila is very pigmented, so it just goes on blam. And so it kind of like, I have to diffuse it anyway with Katsina, so why not put them both together? It works so well. So yeah, I'm just keeping this right in the crease area. I'm not trying to keep this too long, guys. So I'm going to do this to both sides, and you guys can make it as dark as you want, but remember, we're going to be adding other colors, so don't put too much. Again, if you do not have these shades, you can definitely use anything. Let me swatch them for you so you guys can see what these two tones are. So, see how very light and skin tone-ish this is to me? And then look how bright that is. That's the reason why I put those two together. So if you have any colors that kind of like go similar to these two, you can definitely use it. Oh, that was my primer. But yeah, so... and go right ahead, use a really nice fluffy brush that's going to make it look airbrush. See, I only have been dabbing it into the palette and then putting it into my eye. so it could be airbrush. You do the same, and we'll be right back with the next colors. Okay, guys, so now we're going to intensify it. So, I, by accident, started on this side because I already did it this side. So this is without this little patch here. Well, as you can see, this patch is going to make it really dark in the crease, and this is what we're trying to do to, like, you know, give the crease some more dimension. So like I told you guys, we're going to be building up colors, so don't be shy on not putting too much product. So I started off in the outer corner from where I want, like how we did here. Is how we're going to do here. And then I'm swiping it in because I want the most color to be in the outer corner and then less product in the inner corner. Even though you're going to be dragging it in there, you just want to make sure all the pigment is mostly towards the outer corner since that's going to be the darkest point. And then we want it to be the lightest point and from our tear duct going. So kind of like an ombre effect going on. You guys know basically my gist of what I do for these looks, because basically I am going to work tonight, so I don't want to make it too sultry. But I do want to look pretty because we are wearing red aprons, so I want something that's gonna look pretty and complement the apron. So yeah, I'm just dipping right back into it. Dabbing. I mix dip and dab together. Dipping. Circular motions in my outer corner and then going back and forth. Alright guys, so when you guys are content with the crease color and what you got so far with this color, we're going to use a smaller brush. Since this is an intense color, I'll swatch it for you. It fell. But anyway, I'm going to still swatch it. See, that's the color right there. And by the way, this is the color that we used, that we're using right now. So I have all the colors that we're using right there. So I'll be right back. I'm going to pick up my stuff and continue building up this crease. Alright, right before we go into that Jezebel color, I'm going to go into my Swamp Green palette. It's kind of my beat up one, but you guys don't need to see how bad this is beat up. Well, this is very loved, so as you guys can see, my highlighter broke. It was one of the tragedies. And then Sippy started leaving, and as you can see, everything else in this little square was being used. I mean, I use these and these as well, but mostly those were my go-to colors. Again, so I'm going to be using Dogman. Excuse it. And I'm just going to place this right there. I'm literally leaving this lower than what we already have up top. Since this is a darker shade of the colors that we already applied. By the way, this is that color right there. I mean, how can I show you? There you go. So this is the color right here that we're using, Dogman. So it's a little bit darker than the other shades. So you just want to really move up closer. Remove the light. Oh, no, that's my top light. Sorry, guys. But you're going to really keep this in your... Even if you put it in the eyelid, that's fine. Just as long as you don't put it any higher than the crease that you already have. Because you just want to darken it just a little bit more. And anyway, the Jezebel color will look better with this. Am I saying that name right? I'm not too sure, but I'm going to stop saying the name. That beautiful purple color. So this is what I'm doing right now, just to deepen up the crease just a little bit more. And then I'm going to get to that beautiful color next. So you guys do the same, and I will be right back. Alright, now with my e.l.f. brush, it's the e.l.f. blending brush, so it's a little bit smaller than the ones we're using, and we're gonna try to be very precise on how we want to place this beautiful purple color. So remember, we're gonna be using the color right underneath Morocco, Jezebel. Hopefully I said it right. And I dust off the excess 2 more times. And I'm just literally gonna dab it right in where my outer crease is. Just right there. And slowly, circular motions, gonna move it up. Slide it up. But I only want to keep it in this area. And I'm also gonna place it on the small piece of my lid. So just right here, my outer corner of my lid. I'm going to keep this. Don't worry if you get it here, because we're going to clean it up with wake-up wipes and everything like that. So don't worry about that. We're just trying to create this dark crease. Well, a warm crease. That's darker than usual. And you can literally just... Because you can always go back and use this color. I mean, this brush that you used prior. By the way, this is my tapered brush. Hey, it's my blending brush that I use for my crease. My famous Do or Die brush. I love this brush. I love this brush. It's my brush. I love that brush. But anyway, for right now, I'm just trying to place the color right in. As dark as I want it. And then I'm going to, blend it into the crease. But right now, I'm just focusing it in my outer corner. And then I'm going to do the same to this side. So we'll be right back again. I just don't want this video to be too long. So sorry if you feel like this is like cut into short segments. It's because I talk too much and I'm trying to avoid that. So once you place this in, you're going to definitely... Alright, now that I feel like I'm comfortable because I was going to do this side. So now I'm going to just lightly, like literally lightly, don't have it like this where you have to go like that. I want it to be very lightly. And now you want to add it. And don't go all the way into your crease. Oh, wow. Yeah. Don't go all the way into your crease. You just want to keep it halfway. Look, place your mirror down and just go halfway. Even if you got to go out this way, because remember you're going to clean it out. Don't worry. Just halfway into the crease. Or if you want to keep it even to the placement of your lid, you can definitely do that. You can bring it out just so that it could be blended nicely in the outside. Don't bring it up. You don't want it any further up because you can see it's getting darker. You want to keep up top as light as possible because that's going to be your brow bone color here, your highlight, and then you want that to go evenly with the colors. And if you want, you can always definitely go back with the fluffier brush and blend out the upper piece of the crease if you're feeling like you're losing that beautiful color, and you can dab back in. But I'll be right back fixing all this up. Hopefully I explained that as best as possible. Okay, so I was being indecisive and I was just choosing random glitter colors. I was gonna put this color, but no, it looks perfect the way this is, because it's more of, I don't know, I like it. Hopefully you guys like it as well, the way it's coming out. So we still have this piece here. Don't worry if the color of your crease is coming in. We're gonna cover it with the glitters anyway. And if you want, you can always cut crease it with your thing. I'm not gonna do all of that because I gotta close, so I'm not gonna be that fancy. But I have decided to either I'm going to use these two colors. I'll probably use a brighter color than this one if I use this one. Or probably fade it into each other and then use a lighter color in it. But this is going to be the color for down here. Just to use color. Just to play around with color. I'm going to do that. So I'll be right back. Someone's at the door. Okay, so this is what I came up with so far. Because I'm going to put on my foundation and everything, and then I'm gonna do the bottom. But this is so far what it is without eyeliner. I might put like a little glitter in the middle. I'm not too sure. I'm thinking about it because I never played with glitter, so maybe that might be my touch of fancy, but we'll see. But anyway, so what I did was I took this wonderful color right here. This is, by the way, the Masquerade palette, just very enlarged, and the name of this color, oh god, I just made it worse, is Caliber. And I'm using my Urban Decay brush that came from the Alice Through the Looking Glass. That beautiful palette. And I'm just using the fluffier, the more dense side. That's what I'm doing. And I'm placing this color right inside the lid area. Outer lid, excuse me. So I'm just keeping it right where I put that beautiful purple color, the Jezebel. I'm just going to place that right there. And not going in my crease. I'm just staying on the lid area. Just trying to blend it all together. And that's basically just what this color is going to be, because that beautiful Casablanca, that's going to be the color that's going to be the inner lid. I'm just basically placing this halfway so that the colors could combine in the middle. It looks prettier that way, at least for me. It gives it a better ombre effect versus it just being half and half. See? And then all you have to do is just kind of like play with it. See? Versus it just being half and half, and then you have to put something in the middle. 9 times out of 10 you can put like a shimmery shadow in between, but if you want to just keep it simple, do as I do. Now, okay, so the Casablanca color is this pretty gold one right here. And now I'm going to use my Tarte brush from the Swamp Queen palette, and I'm going to place that literally inside the lid area that I didn't touch. Again, if you wanted to do the cut crease, you could definitely do that. So you probably already had did this first and now doing the cut crease. All up to you. Suits your fancy. But again, I'm going to work later, so I was planning to do a cut crease, but again, going to work, so I'm not trying to be at work closing out a store looking that pretty. Next thing you know, we'll have a party in my job. I'm just joking. But, alright, so this is what you should have. Now, see how it still looks like a little bit half and half, but it has like a little faded thing into it? That's what I was going for, because now it makes it so much easier for me to bring this on in and make it look like they're colliding. Okay, guys, so with this side, I just put a little bit of Dahlia. Just dabbed a little bit on it, and just to brighten it up, because it looked like too dark for me, and you guys know I like the brightness. Excuse the phone calls. But yeah, so that's all basically I did. And then again, I didn't place no more product. I'm basically still using the product from before that's left on it, and just dragging it over just a little bit to my satisfaction. And then now I'm gonna place either a wing or a regular eyeliner if you want. It's all up to you. And then we're gonna do the inner corner and brow bone. And by the way, I'm all the way over here. So yeah, I'm sorry. I've been trying to like angle this in a way you guys can see better, but this glare over me is just gonna be there. So this is basically what you have right now before we do anything else. This is like the really bad side eye. Let's leave this side. This better. And then we'll be right back. Okay guys, so my nephew's in a party. But I use Max Fix Plus first to spray on to give my face a little bit of moisture. CoverGirl True Blend Face Primer Combo Skin, even though I really more on the dry side, but I do get a little bit oily. I realize around this area, since it breaks down on my nose area and also up here just a little bit. And then I had this sample from Murad. It's Invisiblur Perfecting Shield, and I use that right here around my T-zone area. Well, around my face area, mouth area, excuse me. So, you think so? And then I also, to cover up the darkness, from ColourPop, I used my Tan 50, since it's more like a orangey tone, undertone for me. As you guys can see, it's like more orange from my skin. And then later on, I'm going to use this with my Fenty. Oh, yeah, guys, look. I finally got... I'm super excited about this. I finally got my FentyBeauty. I've been using it, testing it out. As you guys can see, it's been used. I'm in the shade 240. First, when I first bought it, it was during like the summertime. And on Sephora, it still has my winter shade from last year. So it chose this one for me. So I had to mix it in the beginning. But right now, it's my perfect skin tone. I'm so excited to show you guys what it looks like on me. If I have to mix it, I will, but I really don't have to. But anyway, I'm going to put this all on. I'm going to... I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty, and then hold on, Papa, your finger. Oh, let me kiss your boo-boo. Mwah, my baby just got a boo-boo, so he wants to show you.
How you kiss?
No, no, leave it. So yes, so I'm gonna put these two on my face now, and then we're gonna get to the contouring and everything like that as well. So you guys put on your base, and I'm gonna put on my base. Be right back. Okay, guys, I just really wanted you guys to see how the Fenty Beauty looked on my skin. I already have applied my concealer for the highlights to the places that I want a little bit more lighter, because once I put on my contour and everything, it kind of takes away from this pretty old foundation. But this foundation looks really nice on me. By the way, I do like the fact that it's very lightweight, and that I really don't have to remember it's there. Like, I'm sorry for that long pause, but it has had to think about it. Like, I kind of forget that I have on foundation sometimes. But yeah, I don't want it to dry up too much. But again, I just really wanted you guys to see the color of it without all the concealer and everything. So this is basically what it looks like with all this lighting and everything. And I have some type of like dry spots and everything, but again, you won't notice all of that. It just looks really nice. Hopefully you guys do like the way it looks on me as well. And if you guys have it, comment down below what you like about it and how it looks on you and all that good stuff. And what you don't like about it, because sometimes, I mean, I think this happens to everyone. Every now and then it breaks apart around my nose area, but I don't know if that's me or if it's because of the combination of the primer and stuff like that. Just comment down below if this also happens. Okay, guys, now I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I put a little bit in here, and I'm going to use my mineral brush. It's from a gift set. I forgot the company, but yeah. And I'm just setting everything where I put my concealer at, since you really don't have to set the Pro Filt'R foundation. I put a lot here because my smile lines, working in retail, you have to talk a lot. So this is the area I try to prevent the most from creasing. And maybe that's why, because I put it on my nose as well. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know. But anyway, maybe I just solved my own problem from my question prior. But, yeah. Alright guys, so now that I put all this everywhere, now I'm going to take, it's actually my blush brush, but I kind of use it for everything. And I'm going to use my MAC finisher. It's in dark, so I use it very lightly. And I just dab a little bit, put some on my hand, and then just dust off all of that. And then commence to doing your contour and everything like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make sure all of it is dusted off. And then we're gonna get to the bottom, but let me just do my contour and everything like that. Let me put back my face together. Ooh, my kung fu is strong. I'm always dropping everything in my room, so I'm kind of used to it. But anyway, so I'll be right back with my contour and everything, and then we're gonna do the bottom of my eyes, and we'll be finished with this. I'll be right back. Okay, now going back to the very beginning, we're going to be using the Saharan palette, or whichever colors you use as you're transitioning, and I'm going to mix them two again, and I'm just going to place it on the lower lash line where I put my thing, my mirror. So I'm just going to place it on the lower lash line. And while I'm doing that, I'm kind of just like bringing it all the way, except not exactly to like the tear duct area, because remember, I'm going to put the highlight part there, so. You don't gotta be too precise with that. But, I mean, like, all the way up to that part. And if you want, you could choose whichever color you want, darker or lighter there. But we are going to place the other colors. The heck? We're going to place the other colors there, so. And then, what was the other? Oh, yeah. So then going to the Nubian palette, almost forgot. We're going to use the Morocco color. And then we're going to move into the Swamp Queen palette, and we're gonna use Dogman. And this shade I'm actually just keeping right halfway to my eye, into closest to the inner eye. I'm keeping it in the actual outer part, and so we could make it as dark as we did, so it could blend in properly with our crease area. And then going into Swamp Queen, using Dogman. And by the way, I'm using the same brush since it's all going right here. And once you're satisfied with the color right there, you go into Jezebel from the Nubian 2 palette. And just keep this color right there. I love how they're just blending all seamlessly together, just like they did in the crease. And bam! That's how you get that part. If you want to make it lower, you can, but I like it right there. Again, I'm going to work, so I don't want it to be too dramatic. And now, using the Tarte brush that I used for the inner lid, we're gonna go into the Masquerade palette, and we're gonna use the Casablanca first, since that's what I did. Oh no. Oh yeah, I forgot. I contoured my nose. And then using the same brush, I'm gonna go into, what was that? Daya? And then brighten it up like I did before. And now using this brush, I'm going to just blend them all in. Actually, I'm going to use this fluffier one from Urban Decay and just swipe underneath. Bring it up. And then I'm going to choose, ooh, God, something's in my eye. I'm going to clean it out in a second, but you can choose, if you want, you can do a nude color underneath for your eyeliner, for your waterline, or you can do black since you have black on top, and I have a problem with mine running anyway, so I just go with black, but you can do whichever color you want. I'll be right back. I'm going to do this side, and then we're going to do the blush and highlight, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just basically ended up putting black. I was going to put on Bloodshot, which, not Bloodshot, which, wait, where is it? La 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 la. At first, I was going to put 818, the one that I use on my lips for when I put terracotta, but unfortunately, I ended up putting black. But for my lips, we're going to be using, I'm gonna use red. So, this is from Makeup Monsters. This is Bloody Valentine. And this is the red I'm going to be using today. But I'm going to darken it up just a little bit with, now this one's Bloodshot. And actually, this is a ultra matte eyeliner, but we're going to use it as a lip liner. But before we go into, and I tried it out right here, so don't judge me. But anyway, before we get into that, we're going to use my blush. And where's my blush? It's actually in the Swamp Queen palette. Oh, I'm losing pieces of my Swamp Queen. Alright, anyway. Crapola. So using my blush brush, I'm going to be using Does This Thing Really Work? That's the name of the color. I don't know if you guys follow Graveyard Girl, but she's I'm one of her biggest fans. I watch her videos all the time, so. And this is the second palette. Well, this was the first one, the first time I bought it. And then the second one is right here. So, yes, I really do love the palette that much. It's beginner friendly. So if you guys ever want to, like, a beginner friendly, like, literally these 4 colors you can use on a daily. And I think that's the reason why I choose palettes amongst the color ranges of this one. I realize I'm falling suit into, because I don't use the colorful ones that I have in my stash. Like, I literally have, like, a lineup of palettes. Even in Juvia's Place palettes ones, they have pretty color ones, but I don't use the colors. I just basically stick to my guns and use the ones that I know. And that's pretty bad. And now using Gator Wings from the Swamp Queen palette, that's going to be my highlight, and that's this color right here. So I'm going to use that right there, on the bridge, a little tip, like Tinkerbell, and then I just do like a little 7 going on. And don't forget, we're gonna use, well, you don't gotta use it, but I tend to use the same color that I use on my cheeks as the highlight for my inner corner and brow. So yeah, that's gonna be my highlight color. I'm gonna highlight my Cupid's bow just a little bit. I have a pretty Cupid's bow. But anyway. And now using my smaller, my smaller blending brush, I use this as my highlighter. Go right underneath the curve of my brow. Do the same here. And 9 times out of 10, I always darken up my eyebrows before I leave the house, so. Because I feel like it gets kind of lost in the sauce of all this prettiness. So just having to bring it back out will be nice. But yeah. And by the way, the mascara that I used was my Wet n Wild Mega Volume one. It's the nice yellow one. So that's the mascara if you guys are wondering which ones I use. I usually tell you guys, but this time I forgot. I'm sorry. But anyway, moving on to the next. Now, with all that beautiful makeup, you want it to stay on. So I'm going to use my Max Fix Plus first, and I'm going to spray everything. Oh, wrong way. And once that completely dries, I'm going to spray on my Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. It's actually really good, and for like $4 or $5, shit, why not mix it with my Max Fix Plus and this, and it does the same justice. So that's my personal opinion. You probably have your favorites, but I always 9 times out of 10 buy this one. It is what it is, and it's convenient because at the drugstore it's right there, always in stock for me. So that's cool. Alright, and I'll be right back. I'm going to lip line my lips, and then we're going to do the lip color, and then we're finished. I'm just going to let all this dry before I do all that. So I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully this looks good on me. I love the color. That's why I chose it for my birthday last year. But, I mean, actually this year. But let's spray, guys. This color looks nice. Okay, it's not that bad. Like, I wore it twice, and both times I didn't like the way, like, the the eye look went with it, so it was kind of like a bummer for me because I had to take it off. But I think I actually got the right lip color. I mean, lip liner. Even though that lip liner was actually a Melts Cosmetics eyeliner, but who says you can't use things the way you want to use them? It's makeup. The tools are there for you to use. And if I can't find a way to use it as an eyeliner, a lip liner it is. By the way, I love these Dofer applicators from, I know a lot of companies are using them now, but I really, really like it. I'm a huge fan of Makeup Monsters because of Stephanie Nicole. She actually introduced me to them. Like, not personally, like she came up to me and was like, hey, you gotta try these. I just was watching her liquid lipstick reviews, and they're always on like her top 5, I believe, or top 5. I want to say top 3, but I'm more positive top 5. And yeah, so with that being said, I fell in love with the company, and my favorite lipstick by them is actually Just Add Marshmallows, and then right after that is Hit the Dirt, because they're one's warm and one's cool. So yeah, but those are my 2 favorites, and they're both brown, of course. They're nudes, and you guys know this. But anyway, we're finished. This is the look. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. This can actually be a holiday look for you if you want to do more of a casual look throughout the season. But this is actually going to be my work look. Like, you guys already know this, the little thing. But I'm going to try to stray away from using my Swamp Queen palette and start dipping and dabbing into my other palettes. Because I haven't used my metal and matte palette in a long time. And I haven't used my Power Makeup palette. It's just been sitting there, so I'm gonna actually start using these and play with these colors, because you guys know these 2 were my favorite colors. So it's all indented. I always use those colors, so I missed using those, so I'm gonna start playing with those again. And of course my Irresistible, you guys know how much I love my golds, so yeah. So I'm gonna start playing with these again, and I also have a couple of other stuff that is brand new and I want to show you guys. Like, I did go on a rampage and started buying all these ColourPops. I mean, they're all basically the same color, but I use them so much, so I bought so many of them. And then I also, like, I never got a chance to show you my Melt Cosmetics collection that I had bought, that I had gotten as a gift. Like, this is the gunmetal one, I think, right? What is it called? RX Queen. It's like a gunmetal silver. I really want to play with that for a look as well. So there's tons of looks I want to do. I got to show you my FentyBeauty, which I'm very excited about. And yeah, so I hope you guys like this look, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And subscribe if you haven't. Comment down below if you see anything, or you have any comments about how I approach things, or explain things, or anything like that. Or just comment down below, or anything. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And have a blessed holidays if I don't get a chance to do anything else in between the holidays. So enjoy, guys.